before we embark on this delightful journey, I just want to let everybody know that I am heading out to a tournament. It's the Melissa Lambert Scholarship Tournament going on March 15th and 16th out in Pampa, Texas. It's not Tampa, it's Pampa. So why don't you join me? Get your butts on out there. Let's have some fun, some drinks, some huge cash prizes for doubles open. 3,500 for first place. For comp, 1,000. A cool G, as the kids say. So why don't you come win some money and join me? Let's have drinks and be merry.
Stop glazing.
Yeah, stop glazing. All right.
Did I use it right?
No.
Damn it.
So yeah, join me out of the Melissa Lambert Scholarship Tournament, and we'll have some fun. And as always, let's kick it off with a little Draggin Bags action. Battle of the Bags is upon us. Let us give homage to one of our favorite bag companies, Draggin Bags. We love them so much that we throw them. So why don't you do the same? Go over to dragginbags.com, drop code BigAsp12 to save yourself some money, and you will not be disappointed.
Cornhole. Big ass cornhole. We hope you throw it straight. And nothing but four baggers from here on out.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Big Asp Cornhole Podcast. Sean and Dane are with you again. What's going on, man?
Oh, just prepping.
Prepping. Yeah.
We're, pre-recording. We're not used to
we're recording like into the future.
Yeah, I know.
Right now.
So everyone right now is, steaming at seeing their favorite bag company losing to maybe a lesser bag company.
Yeah, so Best of the Bags kicked off just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any upsets yet.
I can only hope.
I haven't decided. Okay, so can we decide right now? What bracket are we going to start with?
Ooh. I mean, I think
we have to build up to hybrid because I feel like that's like some of the powerhouse.
Oh, for sure. And I think hybrid will have maybe some of the most surprising upsets.
Yeah, I think there's some potential. The one that I think everyone's already kind of seeing that's going to line up is Ultra versus AAR.
Yeah.
I mean, the Viper R versus the Ripper, which is, they're probably the two most popular bags right now. That's going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. So,
but I mean, I think since we'll give the nod to the fast bags for winning last year.
Okay. I like that.
Let's start off with the slow bags.
Slow bags?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that was the first bracket I posted, so
yeah, let's
sense.
Start off with the slow and move into fast, and then we'll close it out with the hybrids.
And then how many matchups a day should we do? 4 or 8?
How nimble do your fingers feel?
8's a lot to manage.
It's hard for that stop time.
But my only problem is if we only go 4, it's going to be a long tournament. Like we're talking like a month long or even longer. I think it's going to be like 38 days or something like that.
Yeah.
If I do 8 the first round, if I do 8 the first round, I mean, we cruise through it. But at the same time, if we do 8, does it lose a little something? Like, is it spreading it too thin? I almost think it does.
I think so. But again, the first rounds are kind of like, I think that's how people get away with maybe the upset because it like slides under the radar. And if there's 8 and people aren't on it, we might see some early upsets happen. Obviously it's already started. So if you're listening to this, you probably have already voted on something. I think I'm going to post a poll on Facebook though, just to see like, is 8 too many? What if we like split up the times and do like 4 early, 4 later, and then have the stop times at different times?
It's just too confusing.
For who?
Everybody.
For you.
No, I think just noon typically works. This first round though, I might end up having to do like 11 or something. I gotta look at because my student's giving a presentation at noon, so it's gonna be kind of tough to like kick them all off. But
yeah, it doesn't matter.
We'll see. But yeah, so it's either gonna be 4 or 8 a day. So I'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's whenever we look at it.
Yeah,
whoever has more votes.
Yep. So if you're listening to this, Dane's still on vacation.
That I am.
I got back from Boston. I'm assuming I had a great time. It was probably awesome. So
I'm sure you did, yeah. And I'll
gonna roll
be,
with that.
I'll actually be in Harry Potter world.
Wow,
Like while people are listening to this,
Wow.
enjoying
magical.
some nerddom with my wife.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Why not? Yeah, other than that, really not a whole lot kind of happened. Trying to think if anything happened today. Besides, not really.
No. We
And
had one question about High Seas Cornhole.
Yeah, I want to look into that. Like,
We wanna check
if
it
anyone's
out, like-
listening to this, if you went on a high seas cornhole trip, like the cornhole cruise, can you let us know if it's like legit?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Like, it seems like a decent time, and like they post pictures with like people we know that have been on it. But I'm curious to find out more about it.
Yeah, how much was the alcohol?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Correct. Very good
That's
question.
my big question.
Yes. Yeah, because that's not included on this one.
It's not.
Yeah.
Steep bill
Little
that
rough.
we could probably double.
Yeah.
if it's priced accordingly. Good Lord. But yeah, I mean, besides that, great interview coming up.
Yeah, so this week's episode is obviously going to be a little weird. We're recording ahead of time. We recorded an interview last week with Mr. Trey Hunt. He was awesome. It's a super awesome interview. He's a really down-to-earth guy. Just we got into some fun random shit at the end, but he had some good insight, and he's been going through some, battling injuries this past year. So just kind of hearing how he's been dealing with all that stuff is...
Yeah, an injury that I have not heard in the cornhole world yet. So it was intriguing to hear him battle through it.
Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So we're going to send you over to the interview, and then you'll hear some live reads. Then the interview will start, and then we'll be back with a normal episode next Wednesday, as always.
For sure.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, as always, we hope you threw it straight. And it's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.
Be sure to go get your morning pick-me-up over at cornholecoffee.com. It's still February, so why don't you enjoy some delicious mint blend over at Cornhole Coffee.
Sounds
it's their
better
flavor
like
of the month, right? But yeah, I mean, it's delightful coffee. I drink it every morning at work, and zero complaints. I'm not the only one. There's several people that drink this coffee. They all love it. So
support small business, man. In our
support small
community.
business. Let's get some support in the cornhole world. And again, you will not be disappointed. They have a great product. You will enjoy it. And they have
Freshly roasted beans.
Yeah, grab
to
your beans.
doorstep.
Grab your beans 2 hands at a time. Over Cornhole Coffee, drop code BigAsp at checkout to save yourself money.
We've been telling you for years, folks, stop throwing ugly bags. And you can do that by throwing blackjack cornhole. All right. You're going to look down. You're going to feel proud because something in your hand looks extremely sexy. You're going to play amazing. You get free shipping. Amazing customer service is a no-brainer. Been telling you all the time. Go to blackjackcornhole.com, use code BigAsp, and you're going to save yourself 10%. Speaking of supporting local business, if you're in the market for looking for a new set of bags, right? If you haven't checked out Black Sheep Baggers, you're truly doing yourself a disservice. They have a bag available for every type of thrower. If you're looking for a hybrid carpet, the Costello X is excellent. If you're looking for something a little faster, maybe the Blackwater might be up your alley. You're looking for a carpet bag, the OG2 is one of our favorites.
Hells yeah.
Smaller templates, a little fuller, easily manipulated, loved by the pros that throw them. All right, go to blacksheepbaggers.com. Check it out. If you don't have a bag or a set in your arsenal, do so. Go to blacksheepbaggers.com, use code BigAsp, and you're going to save yourself some money.
And just because I want to, go over to Gnarly Boards and get boards at gnarlybags.com. As we talk about them all the time. They're great, high-quality boards, sturdy, girthy, everything you want in a great set of boards. No bounce. I mean, they're just pure craftsmanship. So if you're in the market for a new set of boards, head over to gnarlybags.com and check out their boards. I mean, you can get fully custom. If you want our logo, just reach out. No problem. Let's make it happen. Over at gnarlybags.com, drop code BigAsp at checkout.
And if you fancy yourself extremely good looking, really smart, and just an all-around killer cornhole player, it sounds like you should be holding a set of Big D's in your hand.
Because clearly you have one.
I mean, the guy that makes them is pretty good looking, and he's pretty smart. So it kind of just all fits in.
Yeah. I mean, you either have one or you drive a big truck.
Yeah. It's funny because John drives big truck.
I know it is.
All right. Well, that's why I named it Big D. All right.
Yep.
So, but seriously, if you have not tried Big D, I know they have ACO stamp bags currently. They have unstamped bags, really high quality stuff. John does his homework. He takes chances with bags. And the dude, if it works for me, it's going to work well for you.
Yeah, I have a new tagline.
Oh, yeah.
Big D bags. Why not overcompensate?
Wow.
Right?
Yep.
I
Okay,
think that's
well,
spot on.
after that, enjoy the interview.
Let's go.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Big Asp Cornhole Podcast. We're now joined by ACL Pro, Mr. Trey Hunt. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just finally got power back in my house.
Dude,
It was out for about an hour and a half.
We literally ended last week's episode saying, like, we hope we get him on as a guest next week. Maybe you're going to listen. He's going to be there, but he doesn't have power, and we don't really know what's going on. And
You never know.
I mean, I didn't know if you guys, like, just got electricity down by you guys or, like, down that part of the world.
That's kind of how it goes in Mississippi.
That's what I figured. I mean, I know you guys are kind of last to a lot of stuff, but it's all good. It's good. Well, I'm happy your power's back on. You said, what are you drinking on over there? I found something interesting out about you.
Some Jose Silver.
Okay.
And some margarita mix in it.
There you go. Now, which margarita mix did you go with?
It's the Jose, it's the lime flavor.
Yeah, it's the classic.
Okay. The classic, yeah.
Margarita is my vacation drink of choice. Anytime I'm at a beach, I'm getting a large bottle of tequila and typically something a little smaller that's nicer that, like, you know, I mean, so I'm going to drink it later at night when I'm already drunk. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense.
Oh, I'm going to really enjoy this one.
this
I'm
one,
all
yes.
hammered.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to bring me home.
Yeah, they last like the first night, and I wake up regretting my life the next day. But anyways, so yeah, thanks for hopping on, man. I appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
So you are going into, is it year 3 of ACL Pro? Okay.
My year 3 of being a pro. Yeah.
Okay. It just in general. All right. So, like, obviously you had your rookie year. Last year was a little bit up and down, short because of injuries and stuff like that. Just what's your overall experience been like at this pro level? Like, do you feel like, did you notice the difference from rookie year to last year level of competition changing?
Yes. It's very drastic, actually.
Oh, okay.
There's really, you could look at some names like pop up, you got on a bracket knowing, okay, I cannot play my A game and I could probably still win pretty easily. Now it's, you bring your A game or you're getting shut out, it seems like.
Now, what about in your guy? What about like in your area? Like, do you guys have a decent like community out there?
Yeah, we got a good bit of people. Espen Jackson, he's from Philly. He's like 30 minutes from my house. He's up and coming. He's a really good player. He's beat me I don't know how many times.
Shout out to him because he likes all my stuff on TikTok and stuff. So I see it.
Yeah.
So
he's really good. He's up and coming.
All right. I got to. So rookie year, you go in and like you actually kind of heading into your rookie year, you kind of had some hype behind you a little bit. Yeah. I mean, like you're doing very well, like at your conferences. You had like this crazy funky throw and you threw with one eye closed. Have you always had the same throw since you've gotten into the game?
No, I haven't. Let's see. There was a moment where I was stepping kind of because when I got the bag, I only come to like the front of my thigh.
Yeah.
I don't come to my hip or behind my hip. It's just like a short range of motion. So I just had to switch it up a little bit and figure out what works right.
Have you always been better. like an airmail guy? Like, has that always been like kind of your thing? That's
I've always been real high percentage airmail guy. That's my go-to.
You have one of my favorite rounds I've ever seen before, and I think it was at just like some random regional, but I don't know why I was watching it. That's much of a loser.
You pulled a bag. That
your first bag was out of play for a guy typically like you, and you threw 3 straight airmails and clipped it 3 straight times. The third one was a drag. It was. I couldn't believe that's when I knew that like I'm like I'm just gonna give up now.
That's
like,
one of our few like greatest shots ever that we have posted up.
It was
I mean it's still to this day still blows my mind.
It's
when
nasty.
I see it pop up.
Hell
Jesus Christ.
So let me ask you. So you're an airmail guy, right? We'll call it that, right? Airmail first kind of guy. Do you like you're that style is kind of like going by the wayside? Do you feel like it can still? Like, do you still feel like you can compete with the best? Like, do you feel like, hey, like I can go there and I can win this national?
I really do.
Okay.
I've added like a slight cut shot, reverse cut, a little bit of that, but no roll bag or anything like that.
Okay.
But I definitely feel like I can compete with anybody.
Have you tried to add it?
I did try adding it.
Okay.
I practiced it. The first time I started practicing, I hit a few roll shots and I hit a roll bag and landed on top of my wife's bag. and she bar soaked me, and that's the last time I attempted it. I was like, oh my god, it's not meant to be.
It's just a sign.
It was bad.
No, I'm happy to hear that though, because like I'm with you. Like I can throw in theory a cut shot, but mine's more like a wheel shot. Like I'm just throwing a really hard cut. You know what I mean? And hopefully I throw it the perfect hard, because if you throw it too hard, it's going off the back. Too soft's not going to do anything. You know what I mean? So like 1 out of every 20, I'm going to look like I know what I'm doing. But like I can't do back to back.
I normally throw like a really slick bag because my wind-up's only like a foot, like I'm coming to the front of my thigh. So I normally don't have like a real sticky side to try to like a roll shot or a real good cut shot, I guess.
Which bag? Because you're throwing contraband again?
Yeah, I'm with contraband again this year, throwing KOs or the convicts, one of those two. Just depends on the board conditions, I guess. Okay.
And so I would imagine you've got to like it when the boards are fast, right?
Lightning fast.
Yeah. Because you play a similar game to like, you and Bernadette, I would say, play a very similar game. You know what I mean? Like you're not afraid to go, and you throw a very similar like bag arc. You know what I mean? Very soft, feathery touch. I mean, for a guy that works out, man, you got good touch.
Yeah.
Growing up, did you play other sports?
Yeah, I did football and cross country in high school.
Football and cross country. Yeah. Okay. What position in football were you?
Outside linebacker.
Bullshit. And you ran cross country too?
Yeah, I was the smallest guy on defense, but I was like the fastest guy.
Okay, all right. Well, I was gonna ask, was it the opposite? I'm like, were you like this fucking Hulk running with these like little dweebs?
No, I weighed like 150 all through high school from freshman to all the way to senior.
Oh, okay. Me too. I was just only 5 feet tall, so I was just a little pudgy, you know.
Yeah. I was skinny, but I was strong for my weight.
It's a different kind of shape.
Yeah. It took work too.
Yeah, it was more like racquetball shape.
I was really athletic in a box. You know what I mean? Like
it was firm, but you could still squeeze it if you squeezed hard enough.
You know. So how the hell did you get involved in cornhole? Because like as a pro, I'm sure you have other friends that are not involved in cornhole at all, and you always get that like, you do what? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that happens. They mess with me at work all the time. I get friends who just say it too.
Yeah, for sure. So how did you get involved in like competitive level stuff?
Just my buddy Andy McDonald. He lives in the same town as me. He's a good buddy. We played at our buddy's. He might have been playing at our buddy's Nick's house in the yard one day, and it was fun. I never knew how to like spin a bag to where it would be flat and all that. And he showed me, and then we just kind of liked it and practiced every day, and then started going to a blind draw once we finally got a venue in our town.
No shit. That's great. Yeah. And then, so how long ago was that when you like first started out?
I think it was 2019. Yeah, I bought my first set of bags in April of 2019.
Okay. So right around the
game changers.
Right around us too. Yeah, I think us was like maybe 2018 was our first tournament.
He was successful.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Did you do like a lot of the virtual stuff? Like during the pandemic and stuff? I did
a few of the round limited, like 10 rounds, just kind of going against other people.
You guys finally got internet down there. It helps.
We still met and played every day during COVID and stuff. Okay. We didn't really. It was like if we got sick, we got sick.
How about that?
What is COVID?
Yeah, that's right.
Was that a thing?
Yeah, something like that.
I blocked it out.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could. I wish I could. So your day job, right? You're a fireman, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how long have you been doing that?
Man, it's coming up. Let's see. Started in we're getting close to it's over about 5.5 years now.
Oh shit. Okay. So you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's great. I got a great work schedule. I work 48 hours on, and I got 96 hours off. So 2 days on, 4 days off.
Hell yeah!
It's pretty laid back. It's not bad at all.
Okay. Now, how did you? What was the calling? Like, were you doing anything before that, like for work, or?
I was in the military for 12 years at the Air National Guard base in my town. Okay. And I worked out there, and then now I work as a firefighter on that same base. Just as a civilian.
That's sweet.
Nice.
Oh yeah. You get a lot of practice time during the day? Like if you got when you guys actually have downtime?
Yeah. We got plenty of downtime, but
I know. We have half the people we grew up with are now like firemen. It's we hear. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got plenty of time to practice, but ever since I had my surgery, if I throw for about 3-4 hours, I can't pick up a bag for at least 2 straight days. My arm just the nerve in my arm is just kind of like aggravated.
You had an ulnar nerve transplant, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Or relocation?
They move it to another section of your arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was like your little finger and stuff going numb and?
Yeah. My ring finger and my pinky finger were completely numb from like August. And then I had the surgery in January.
All right. Yeah,
last year.
They just moved the ulnar nerve like out of the funny bone area.
It went from like directly on the elbow to the side right here, which it's on that bone, and that's what kind of aggravates it whenever it gets
I'm assuming you've probably done a bunch of PT and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you an OT rehab now?
You what?
Did they do like OT with you at all?
We did for about 2 months after the surgery, and then he said just kind of see how it goes. I think we're gonna have to have a second surgery. Unfortunately, I don't know. We're gonna. How's
your grip strength?
Grip strength's fine. I feel like my strength is fine. It's just about 3 or 4 hours into throwing, I can tell every bag I'm throwing is just starts landing a little bit shorter than what I'm aiming at.
So you're losing a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not an easy recovery, man. That's not a fun one because unfortunately, what nerves like they're just everything's so slow. I mean,
right.
But you want
definitely
to
have my downtime.
Yeah, well, and you want to make sure that you're also taking like you have to do you can't wait too long for nerve stuff. You know what I mean? If you wait too long, it then becomes permanent. So it's When was your surgery?
January 29th of last year.
Oh shit, man!
So I had about 2.5 months after the surgery until the first national of last season.
And you just got it through it, or?
Yeah, it's supposed to be up to 6 months before you do anything.
Yeah.
I had to change my complete stance. Like I set up the boards in the house. They were only about 12 foot apart. I couldn't make the bag to the board like 2 weeks before the national. And then I had to switch my stance up completely to where I kind of rock and throw it. Okay. And I don't know. It's worked out decent, I guess. It's getting better.
It's getting, all right.
Yeah.
Is it? No, I mean, but when you reach at like the top level, we see it all the time with guys. Like rarely, it's like Matt Guy's an anomaly, right? Where the guy can change his bag throw and still average an 11. But us mere mortals, I mean, it happens all the time. Guys will switch things up, and you'll see them drop down to like above average. Yeah, I mean, just for a little bit. There's a learning curve with it.
And you've alluded to how good the field is too. And if you're not at 100%, I mean, you gotta be at 120% if you want to win these things.
Well, I would imagine it's frustrating as an airmail guy. Well, because in your old stance, you just had like a rhythm and a time and a release and a feel that you knew was going in. So like you have to like reprogram yourself like all over again, I feel like.
Right. Yeah. Reprogramming and not really practice. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's been kind of tough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Practicing a blind draw.
Now, who are you playing doubles with this year?
Bobby Hunt. We're playing together again this season.
That's great, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he had a really nice season last year.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see him play
doubles.
Yeah, I didn't get to see him play a whole lot, but I think in the teams event, I got to see you. I think he was on the broadcast for the teams event.
So have you thought about like foregoing singles at nationals to save your arm?
No, because singles was on the second day. But if it would have been the first day, I probably would have forfeited just for us to have a better shot in doubles. But it was on the second day. I just rolled with it and see what happened.
It's definitely a risk. I mean, you could technically not play singles,
right? Because I mean, that's
technically if you're confident that you would finish top 50 in doubles, I mean, then your pro spot's safe. You know what I mean? That's really all that matters in the pro rankings now. But then there's all those other caveats and stuff that you have. So you're really putting everything you have on that top 50. It just changes things a little bit.
And you're in trouble.
Yeah, you can have one. You can have one bad one. But then if your first one's bad, then your seed sucks for the next one, makes it even tougher. So it doesn't matter, but it does.
Last I checked, Sean, they have closers in the Hall of Fame too. All right, so they only pitch for one inning, and they can still make it. So why can't a pro only play doubles and still make it?
You can't. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it just changes the dynamics of it a little bit. I'm
just trying to make an argument.
No, I think you definitely do it for sure. I think you could for sure. Let me pull up these Facebook questions here real quick.
Oh Lord,
I can't wait.
Well, you're popular, so people want to ask you questions. Let's see what we got here. Can I beat Sean?
My internet's like it's not loading anything. I don't know. Your
the
house.
answer is yes. All right, so Jason Allen asked, how did you get the nickname One-Eyed Willie?
I think he's the only one that calls me that, but I close one eye when I throw.
Why is that? Yeah, why is that?
I just got bad eyesight. Like,
Is that what it is?
I can hardly read anything that's on the ACL board. Like, if I didn't know it said ACL cornhole, I probably wouldn't know what it was. I used to just kind of like squint both my eyes.
Yeah.
And I just went to shutting one and rolling with it.
So do you have like one really good eye and one bad eye?
Yeah, I feel like my right eye is a lot better for some reason. I used to wear bifocals.
So do you at least close your left eye then?
Yeah, I close my left eye.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's definitely, it makes for great pictures. I mean, it really does.
Yeah.
It looks very athletic though. Because your throw is like, you have a little bit of that leg kick too.
Yeah.
So I want it like now that you're rocking a little bit more, I'm picturing like a Chad Braun almost, but Chad Braun goes like way back with his arm first, but
yeah,
like a shorter.
Yeah. Just like the short hybrid version.
Yeah, correct. A younger, more athletic version of Chad Braun. If Chad Braun, if that's even possible.
Yeah, if that exists.
Yeah.
I thought Chad Braun was only like 22.
Yeah.
All right. Are you like a pro wrestling fan?
I was big in the early 2000s, late 90s.
All right, you can still answer this question.
I still watch like the Royal Rumble and stuff like that, but that's about it.
So they asked, which pro wrestler would you say that you are the pro cornhole version of and why?
Probably Mick Foley. He's always getting injured and just keeps coming back.
I love that rationale.
I like
that.
All right, so Brian Shearmeister actually asked a serious question, one that I'm intrigued on everyone here. So ACL is wanting the Teams thing to work, but haven't fully grasped how to market it or broadcast it correctly. How do they improve it?
I'm not real sure. I like what they're doing is having us at the opens or whatever. I think that's a great idea. A step in the right direction.
Okay.
Like, I think that's probably that's the only thing I can really think of. I don't know.
I think they need to get louder on their own website about it.
Well, again, I never know who the fuck is playing.
Yeah, and like we need to get some more representation, like get some hype. Like I would take it upon the managers as well. Like you all have these Facebook pages. Like how about you create a little bit of hype about your Teams thing coming up, and like give a shout out to.
Well, it's like they put all this work into it, and then they work into like reformatting and listening to criticisms from the pros. They do that. But then there's like no marketing. Yeah. But by all means, keep posting stupid fucking reels out. You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense. Like, and I know Trey's technically not in the marketing department anymore, but it's pretty fucking evident that no one's running that anymore.
Yeah. But and we all know that Teams is the route that they're looking to expand on.
Well, I thought so, but why would it be though? It doesn't seem like that anymore. It doesn't.
It's true. But we see the writing on the wall,
which I think is a good idea to play them at open so more people can see it that don't normally come to the nationals, I guess.
Yes.
But not everybody can take off. Like our team, we only had 3 teams show up.
What is it? Thursday night that they're doing them or something? Or Friday night?
I think it's actually on Friday. It's either I think ours was on a Friday, but they've done it on Thursdays too, I believe.
So like if you wanted to make it a true spectacle, then you do it at the time when most people are going to be there, not at the time where most people are not going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Saturday night.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense to
in theory, and I know obviously it's easier said than done planning all this stuff, but like it seems like if you really want to grow this, like it's got to be better than what it is right now, because like it's just not good. Yeah. Again, we talk about this shit every fucking week, and I don't even know who played in San Diego. I'm sure there was a Teams event, right?
Yeah, there was. I don't know who was playing.
That's what I'm saying. I get too. They're trying to partner it up with like the minor leagues feel and stuff like that. I completely get that, but like maybe make the opens just minor leagues.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it sucks for you guys because a lot of throwing and teams like adding it to a national weekend, but like you guys are there. It's a work weekend. You know what I mean? Right. It's say what you want, but like you guys, and you can make a vacation out of it, but like you're there to play. Like you're a pro player. Go fucking play.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, wham. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
back.
Yeah.
Get a wham burger and some French fries.
I mean, any other ones?
I mean, Manning Holman wants to know Why do you love the Cowboys so much?
Oof.
I'm a Saints fan. I have never backed the Cowboys. He's a Cowboys fan
Okay.
and a State fan. He likes Dak.
Okay. So Saints. I mean, you guys are in a weird position right now, man. Because you guys were looking like 2-3 years ago, like, okay, shit, like you guys are gonna post Drew Brees. You guys might be okay. I don't.
Right.
It doesn't like.
Can you
Feeling
just
more. Feeling more ain't
play
the answer.
It's
Just
feeling-
play Taysom Hill. Start Taysom Hill
No,
at quarterback for
God,
every
he's
game.
so garbage.
Let's
man.
go, Sean. That man won
Because
me.
he scores like two
He's a
touchdowns a year.
great tight end fantasy
Yeah.
option. All right,
So,
you say that. Look at his numbers.
I did.
I think he's
So I
like
don't
number
draft him.
6 last year. Last season at the end of it.
I've always had. I don't know why. Like I think because growing up, the Saints sucked too. So I'm always
Yeah.
like, oh, I like them. And we got our first. I think it wasn't against the Saints. The Browns got their first win against.
I believe
Like
so.
as
Yeah,
a
on the
franchise
Hail
went
Mary.
back. Yeah, the Hail
Yeah.
Mary by Tim Couch. Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
Kevin Johnson.
So I always had a soft spot for the Saints.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
It's been rough years.
Well, this man had a couple other questions too, so we'll rattle them off because I think the next ones we're all there.
Okay.
So he asked, "What is your strategy for going bald?"
You know, my wife told me she wouldn't put out if I shaved my head, which was my idea. So
Fair
I
enough.
don't know. My daughter told me to get a toupee, so I don't know.
Listen,
We'll see what happens.
I got my hair cut yesterday, and as she's cutting my hair, I'm just like, God damn it. And she's like, is everything okay? I'm like, I am fucking going bald. Like I knew I was, but like it was apparent when your hair is wet and brushed forward. You're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, does this even cover my head at all? Like,
happened
what
to
the
him?
Not a
fuck
good
is going
feeling.
on? God, it's like I had 2 kids, and all of a sudden I'm fucking balding.
I mean, I'm right behind you, buddy.
Damn it, man.
I
Yeah,
just
but
don't
yours
care.
has been like slow and gradual. I feel like I had a full head of hair last year, and now I'm like, tomorrow I might just have to shave off everything.
I also wear hats far less than you do.
That's true. I live in a hat.
Yeah, you live in a hat.
I do
Yeah.
live in a hat. Always.
I look stupid in a hat, so I don't know if I can pull the hat off.
Why
I
do you
don't
have? Do you have a big head?
Yes.
Do you really? Okay, like it's proportional though. Like on the camera, it doesn't look like it's huge or anything. Maybe it's just good angle.
It's got to be the angle. I don't know.
That's good stuff. One of the themes that we had in this, like in the off season, we talked a lot of people about was sponsorships. How do you go about like obtaining sponsorships? Like, did you find it difficult this year? Are you?
Yeah, it was kind of difficult. I mean, I kept a few. I've always been a sponsored player by Shot Kings and King Seat Podcast. They've always done real good, sending me gear and being there for me. And I don't know, just it's kind of difficult being injured, I guess, not really performing feel like how I should. I don't know.
Makes it tough, man. Do you think? Let me ask you this:
Who's been struggling on getting sponsorships this year?
Is it sustainable at the pro level? Because it's expensive, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's 5 events you guys got to go to. It adds up.
Yeah.
Like, is this sustainable? Like, for you guys to like keep going like this, or do you feel like there needs to be some sort of change, like at least in that terms?
I would like it if every nationals just held at Rock Hill every year. I mean, it's already got a big cornhole base, and it's like 8 hours, less than 8 hours from the house. I could just drive there, and it would save way much more money on flights and stuff.
And we actually talked about. I can't remember who we were talking about this with, but
I think it was just our last interview.
Yeah, it makes sense, man. Like why they don't. I guess it doesn't make sense to me why they don't utilize it more often. Like you have you have the headquarters, and I know the West Coast people do not want to hear this. Like, listen, it's not like it's that close for us either. You know what I mean? Like it's still 10 hours.
I mean,
away.
we're actually we're similar to you, like 10
8
hours. Yeah.
So I mean, but it does make sense. Like it'd be so much easier for you guys if you knew the 5 weekends ahead of time that you just had to go to South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it just makes it a whole lot easier.
I mean, honestly, it would make the city grow. I know it sounds weird, like cornhole's not bringing in billions, but still going to bring in some.
And we're
decent
just talking,
cash flow
and we're
to a
just
small
talking
town.
nationals. Where guess what? Like people aren't attending them anyways unless you're playing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it would really only affect the pros. You still have the opens across the country.
Mm-hmm.
You still have, and all the pros are going to travel to those. And if you want to keep the team's event, so you have some sort of like pro representation at every open, okay, that's fine. But like you're having so much trouble trying to find venues. You are in a venue.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right.
Like you're right there.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe we just give them an idea.
They're trying to appease too many people.
Again, like listen, Dane said it last week. We haven't heard from anything, but I mean, come to Cleveland, man. We can find a venue. Come to venue. We'll come to Cleveland. We'll find a venue.
Yeah.
Fuck COVID. All right, let's make the triumphant return.
Bring it back.
Bring it back. 5 years
back.
later. Let's do it. Let's go full circle here and let's do it.
Yeah, but maybe they have something in the works, Sean. Who knows?
God damn
Who
it.
knows?
All right.
Some fun random shit time.
Fun random shit time. Do it.
All right.
I'm kind of nervous.
We're just gonna rattle off some fun random questions on these here cards.
Go ahead.
All right.
First up, what's the worst drunk food you can eat after a night of drinking?
Ooh.
All right, so
Well, I don't really drink much.
you're currently drunk.
Yeah, and
Okay.
what's the worst thing you could possibly eat before you're about to just go pass out in bed?
Probably crawfish. I don't know.
Okay.
Crawfish. Okay, yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to
I
think of-
stop eating them too once I start.
What's something I don't want to throw up?
I was thinking
Like
like
something spicy. I'm
well, I
thinking.
also don't want something like decadent because one, I
Yeah.
feel like it's like I'll wake up in the morning and be like, that was a fucking waste. And then two, like
Right.
if you do throw it up, you run that risk of never being able to eat it again because your body
That
has
makes
that
sense.
like reaction to it.
So true.
So like, I mean, I too would avoid any sort of seafood. I would
Haven't
just
had
take
coconut
that-
rum since.
Yeah. I mean,
One bad experience. I've not had coconut rum since.
yeah. I'm trying to think of if I've had a bad experience. I mean,
Your tolerance is impressive, though.
it really is.
I know. I know we've said this a lot.
disgust
It's like
myself,
it really is. It's like I remember. I can't remember when was the last time that you were like a little drunk, and I'm like, oh my god, like I can actually tell Dane's drunk for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah. It's,
And I don't remember when it was.
Was it like Thanksgiving or
It
something?
might have been.
Yeah.
No, because you weren't even there for Thanksgiving. Were you?
Maybe it was.
Anyways, it's not important, but
I can't remember. So yeah, I think I'll go with just anything decadent
Right.
or lactose heavy.
that's what I'm saying. I was thinking ice cream,
Yeah,
honestly.
like-
It's just
Yeah.
never.
Anything that's
that
heavy.
wouldn't
It's just you're gonna throw up.
That's why, like, I mean, the tried and true, just Taco Bell. Like, give me cheap meat.
I'll
with-
never let you down.
yeah, exactly. Like, nothing
It
wrong
doesn't,
with
though.
that.
It really
Um,
doesn't.
Sean, you'd probably love crushing like a wiener or two. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
definitely.
dude,
I remember
Taco
that
Bell.
shit in college. Just
right.
microwaving hot dogs.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I think technically it would be, but I wouldn't say it was.
All right. So is it yes or no? What's your answer?
No, I'm saying no.
All right. Well done. All right. You're good.
hot dog is a
You're good.
sandwich.
All right. You're good. You're in the vast
It's between
majority.
two pieces of bread, but I'm gonna say no.
All right. Don't try to ration it out. This is what he does. Don't do it. You said no. We're moving on.
Yep.
Next question.
Next question. What 3 items that can fit in a fanny pack would you choose to bring with you on a deserted island?
That would fit in a fanny pack.
Yes.
Okay.
A lighter, probably.
Okay. So you're going practical. All right. I
Pending
was
their-
thinking, I was
pending
thinking
their wood
bougie.
and stuff.
Yeah, we didn't mention anything of being stuck on this deserted island. You're just out there.
Right.
All right.
It's true.
Just want to point that out. It did not say you were
He's
stuck
like
on
a
a deserted
battle
island.
axe, a lighter, and I'm like, I can
I
bring
need
my
flint.
What
Give me
kind of
my
things-
Flint,
yeah.
a knife.
I'm gonna go deserted. All right, so I'm gonna go pretty practical.
Okay.
All right, sunscreen.
Yep.
I mean,
Smart.
let's be serious.
That is smart.
I'd die,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we don't know if there's like shade, right? So I'm just gonna play it safe. My phone.
You're not going to have service on a deserted island.
Doesn't
but
matter. I
that's
can
cool.
still listen to music though.
All right.
Play some games. You know what I mean? Like keep
Your
some
music
sort of form of
downloaded?
entertainment that can fit
God, you're so
in a fanny
old.
pack. And I was thinking headphones, but like I don't even need to wear headphones because like no one's
No one
fucking
can hear
there.
it, but you wouldn't be able to hear it either with waves crashing. And you'd be like, "What the fuck? Damn you, speaker!"
Third one, probably some sort of snack. For being honest.
Reese's Pieces.
Yep, done, done. And not like in a bag. Like I'm gonna like fit as many as I can.
Yeah, yeah, you're
like
gonna-
in and around everything. They're gonna be
Yes.
like packing peanuts
You'll
almost.
have the stuff in
Yeah,
there and then
correct.
pack it all around it. I get it.
Safety first.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go. I think I would go with my Switch.
Yeah,
I could
something
just sit there and
entertaining, yeah.
entertain myself. Screw the phone. And then I would. I like the sunscreen actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as lame as it is. I just don't want to get burned. So like, I'm there with it. Then lastly, I would probably bring some kind of. I don't know. I'm weird about sand, so like, give me like a blanket or something. Some kind of like
Weird about
small. It's not like I don't dislike sand, but if I lay on the beach, I don't want to lay directly in the sand.
Fair enough.
Creeps me out.
Right.
I don't know what's lurking underneath there. All right, I've seen Dune. Shit freaks me out. All right.
Fair enough. All right, so you have a lighter. What else is in there?
Oh man, I've done messed up already.
You could always revert.
Bring my phone.
All right, lighter
All right.
and a phone. I like to start.
Man, I gotta bring some. I guess some type of gummies. All right, nerd clusters. Nerd clusters.
Nerd clusters. I like it.
All right, special nerd clusters.
I love this question.
Yes.
This was the first one I pulled out of the deck, and I was super excited about it.
I'm excited too.
If you could have one fictional dog as your pet, who would it be?
Man, this is
It's
tough.
probably Brian Griffin, I guess.
So that was one of the
know.
first ones that came to mind. And I was
All right.
like, all right, Brian Griffin, that's a sturdy choice.
Yeah,
Tried and true. You can talk to him literally.
I'm a
Like
big Family
everyone
Guy fan.
wants, and everyone wants to talk to their dog. If only they
Yeah.
would talk back, it would make them truly the perfect companion.
Mm. Do you know yours already?
I'm still reeling a little bit.
All right. All right. I'm trying to remember. All right. So I'm gonna go just because like he seems like you'd be a great family dog, and I have to like this is obviously gonna happen, so I have to be realistic about it. It's gonna be a little bit of a throwback. Give me Shadow,
Oh, from
Homeward
Homeward
Bound.
Bound.
the good golden retriever, old boy, but
Yeah.
very loyal. He's not gonna get in trouble. He's gonna be good with the kids. You know what I mean?
God, he was the one with the really booming, deep voice.
Yeah. So give me Shadow
Narrated
from
it all.
Homeward Bound.
I like that one.
I was trying to think of an off the wall one.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think I would go like something even cooler. Like, who's the Mr. Peabody?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah. I know
the
you're
time
talking about.
traveling
Yeah.
dog and shit. Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. Or having like Underdog
Oh,
as your
Underdog?
dog. Like, I think that'd be pretty sweet too. So yeah, I mean, I think either one of those would be a pretty
Okay.
bold choice.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like fictional character in general, I think it would be Ted from the movies Ted.
But it's not though.
I know. I wish it was though.
Just changing up the questions.
I'm just thinking like he like kept popping in my head. I'm like, man, it'd be cool to have like a talking teddy bear around. Like that would be dope. But
Can you imagine though if that
not
was like if that happened in real life to you? You'd shit your fucking pants if your bear just stood up and talked.
I mean, that's how
There's
it is in
no-
the movie. That's why it's
I-
hilarious.
I do. I just would poop my pants. There's no way you'd ever recover from that.
Oh, eventually you would.
You would hope. Lots
As
of
soon
therapy.
as you realize he's not trying to kill you.
Yeah. Do you have another one?
I do. Yeah. Let's see. We got.
Whoa.
If you were stuck in any food and had to eat your way out, what food would it be?
Okay. So I'm trying to think. So you can't be anything like too hot, obviously, because like then you'd burn yourself.
Can't be anything.
So I was
too-
thinking like you throw me like a thing of ramen, like done. But like I'm gonna have some
Ramen's
serious injuries with that.
yeah.
All right, so this is a shot. This is like a kind of like a family thing. Little Bumpa, she made the trifle thing.
Okay, yeah, get through the layers.
Yeah, the brownie and the pudding.
So would you
and
be
like all
stuck
the-
at the
oh,
very
yeah.
bottom, or
Oh,
would you have
fuck
to
yeah.
eat yourself all the way around?
Doesn't matter either way.
Okay, yeah, that's not a bad one
It's,
actually.
yeah, correct. It's
Trifle would be good.
yeah, and the bowl's already shaped, so if I was like a little mini version, just
Sean, it's not a hot tub, all right? You're stuck inside of this. I just imagine him like sitting in this trifle, just scooping it up, taking
kinda what I
bites.
that's kind of how I was picturing myself. Like give me a raft or something.
See, I'm thinking full panic mode. Like, what the hell am I going to be able to hoover my way out of this bitch before I die?
All right, so what's your answer?
I'd probably go Jello. One, because you could see your surroundings, and if you're in
Okay.
Jello, then like you literally just start inhaling, and the shit turns to liquid, so you're just sucking your way straight out. Like I don't know, because I don't know. As soon as I read the question, it took me into like sheer panic mode. Like if I was trapped inside of food, like what would I want to be able to get out to survive? Or like maybe like an aerated cookie of some sort. Like I don't know. Like
I wasn't even thinking like that.
yeah, I know.
All right,
That's the way my brain works.
Trey, what
That's why
about you?
hot dog's a sandwich.
I'm probably gonna go with nachos. I'm pretty good at
Ooh.
eating nachos.
Okay.
There's gonna be layers. There's gonna be air pockets.
I like that's smart though.
I can down some nachos.
I don't mind
Okay,
that
all
one.
right. So are we going like layered nachos then, Like,
Yeah,
all right, so
yeah.
what are your like? All right, so you sound like you're a nacho dude. Like, what's
Right.
got to go on your nachos? What are the must haves?
Pulled pork, sour
Ooh,
cream,
okay.
barbecue sauce, green onions,
Okay, so you're pulled
cheese.
pork over like ground beef and stuff. Then
I'm usually not, but on nachos I am. I don't
Okay.
even like pulled pork sandwiches really, but on
Really?
nachos I like them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I wonder if it's
struck
got to
a
be something
chord.
with the different texture or something. I would imagine.
Might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, not scaring us.
Yeah, I love pork.
Can't say I haven't had them before.
I like to fancy myself a pork man. All right.
Let's go to the next one. I can't with you.
All right. Next one. If you only had $5 to get drunk, what are you buying?
God.
$5 whole. Can that even get you drunk anymore? I don't know if it could for me.
Well, I can tell you what it was in college. I'd go to fucking Park Place, which is the bar across the street from Mercyhurst. On Wednesday nights, they had 10-cent drafts. So $5, do some damage.
That'll get it
Right.
to you. You
Yep.
walk in there with, I remember that walking in
And
there with
it
a
has.
pocket full of change.
And it has. Yeah, like literally. Yep. Just all right.
Yeah.
Dunzo.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably it.
How about you, Trey?
I'm probably gonna get it's probably gonna be Jägermeister and be as
Really?
many as the little airplane bottles as I can get. I don't
Fair
really
enough.
drink much.
Fair
and
enough.
I had a bad
Okay.
experience on it last time I had it.
Yeah. And the Jaeger is a bold choice, too.
It is, yeah. Again, I've
I'll
done
do
my
it.
fair share of
Oh,
Jaeger.
yeah. I'll do it. But
Not slighting.
the last time I mean, we'll put in air quotes, voluntarily drank it was at Shane's wedding.
Yeah.
So my college roommate was from Ireland. So before the wedding in Ireland, all the guys, apparently it's tradition, all the groomsmen, all the males like that are like part of the wedding, they all get in like they kind of get together and they do like these random toasts. Well, typically like at least here when you do a toast, you just do like when you make the toast, then you drink yours. Over there, it's like every time someone made a fucking toast, we're taking a shot. I don't remember the ceremony. Like I don't remember how like anyone
That's the
remembers
point,
this.
Sean.
Yeah, holy
It's
shit.
not for
like,
the guys, all right?
like I sat down, like I didn't even say like who was my girlfriend at the time, now my wife. Like I remember like just looking at her like I'm so sorry. Like I was like, I'm gonna need
You're
moral
gonna hit me
and
later.
physical
I
support later.
apologize.
I was like, Jesus Christ, like what the fuck
Do you have
happened?
any crackers?
It's like you guys were gone for 30 minutes. I'm like, there's so many shots in 30 minutes. Like, oh my God.
I don't know. Like, if I had to get drunk off of it, I'd have to go with like some White Lightning or something.
Yeah.
Some cheap backwoods, just grain alcohol, just something to get me actually drunk.
Yeah.
With $5 worth, I'd take it. All right, rounding
one?
it off.
Do it.
I like this one. Who's the number one celebrity or athlete you would want to see come back to life?
Oh man.
Come back to life.
Not in a zombie form. We'll say
Okay.
they come
Yeah.
back and they're actually themselves.
Thank you for
Wanted to
clarifying.
clarify. Right?
Yes.
Mine's Paul Walker. It's got to be. That's the only celebrity that kind of hurt my feelings when he passed.
Paul Walker. Pockets ain't empty,
Yeah.
cuz.
True.
What's your favorite Fast movie?
It's got to be the first one.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
the first and second one pretty good.
Yeah, the first one was just epic. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Do you have an answer for this one? I'm still thinking.
For me, just because I have heard so many stories about him growing up from Dad, and I would love to just would have seen what he could have done with a longer career, but it'd be Roberto Clemente.
Yeah.
The dude
That's a
was
good one.
he was a larger than life kind of guy. I think he would have been a real changer, but
Yeah.
cut short.
I can see
Would have
that.
been cool.
For me, probably shit. Can we just go with Chubbs? He just passed
No,
away, man.
Just passed.
Yeah, Apollo
Rest in
Creed.
peace.
He was a professional football player too, I believe.
Yes,
Right?
he was. It's just it's a damn shame.
I'm surprised you haven't taken it out yet. I mean,
I was gonna save it for when we were off
Oh,
there.
okay.
You know,
All right,
I was
yeah.
like, he brought up Chubbs.
Yeah. I know. So Dane got a new divot. Are you a golfer, by the way?
I've tried it for about a couple months and I quit. I tried it.
All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. What
What
are
are the
It's
most?
fun.
what are your other hobbies besides cornhole?
Man, that is honestly about it. I did jujitsu for like 7 years before
Okay.
I got into cornhole. and
you didn't like wrestle in high school or anything?
weightlifting. You what?
You didn't like wrestle in high school or anything?
No, we didn't have wrestling or anything like that.
Okay.
Weightlifting and jiu-jitsu is, I guess, two hobbies I've really had prior to cornhole. And cornhole is just strictly it now, I guess.
Okay. And then how many kids do you have?
2.
You got 2. What are the ages?
Oh, don't get me lying. 11 and 9.
11 and 9.
I feel like somebody might have been telling you that.
11 and 9, man.
My son and wife were looking at me.
All right, so you got a jump start on me. So you have a boy and a girl?
Yes.
All right. So you just tell me I get my life back eventually.
You will. It's coming. Don't
Because I'll
worry.
say 11 and 9, like you can start like leaving the house, like they can maybe stay by themselves a little bit. You know what I mean? Like
they
start
can
to
fend for
trust them.
themselves a little bit once they start.
Mine are 6 and 3, so I'm like, I feel like it's still a long way off, man. But
3rd and 4th grade, that's when you're about to be. It's the good years.
all right, I got that. Oh, well, one's in 3rd grade, one's will be in kindergarten, so that won't work yet. So we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, you waited too long for the second one.
Yep. Until then, we just got to keep the grandparents around. We're good.
Yeah. Yes. Just free babysitters.
Yeah. That's what
My grandparents live right beside me.
our parents live 10 minutes from us, so it's very helpful. It helps a lot. So, but yeah, man, thank you very much for joining us, man. This has been fun. I'm hoping I want to see a rebound season. You know what I mean?
I do too. Yes.
Hopefully the arm gets taken care of. You know what I mean? Like I know that there's nothing worse than like nagging injuries, man. But
it's just a process. It's got to wait it out. Eventually it'll heal on its own.
Where did you guys finish in doubles last year?
God, we were in the teens like all year. And then we had like a bad. We didn't do good at Worlds. I think we went like 1 and 2 or 2 and 2.
Okay.
I think we went 2 and 2 at the last national, and then Worlds. I think we finished like in the 30s.
Okay.
I think it was 38th or 30. It was in the late 30s. I'm not 100% sure.
The point I'm trying to make to people is that, like, I mean, you were dealing with a fresh injury, and you guys still finished top 30. I mean, like, the potential's there. I mean, you guys are definitely have the potential to be a top 15, top 10 team. Just got to put it all together. You know what I mean? But so I'm hoping speedy recovery. Hopefully, this all gets taken care of, and you're just raining airmail terror on everybody. It'd be kind of sweet.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I listen. I cheer for the guys that are like
unique.
Just the non-roll bag, like the conforming players now. You know what I mean? Like
gives us hope.
It's like the last of the Mohicans. You know what I mean? Like you guys are like you're still fucking there, like the everyman. You know what I mean? Like the average man. So hell yeah. So all right. So we'll let the folks go at home. We'll have you hang on for just a minute. But thank you very much for joining us. Shout out to your sponsors, Contraband, Shot Kings, and I know I'm forgetting one.
King Seat Podcast.
Yes. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Fuck them. Anyways, we like you. But yeah, so folks, thanks for joining us. If you're listening to this, Best of the Bags is well underway. We're through the first 3 days of the bracket. So next week we'll have a full update on kind of where we're at. But again, if you're listening to this and you're freaking out, like my favorite bag's not in there's 3 fucking brackets. So go check our Facebook page. It's probably there. Go back to listen to 2 previous episodes. We explained all the rules. I'm not going over it again, but good luck to all the bag manufacturers out there. And I'll be interested to see if can somebody take down Lucky Bags this year.
Let's see
it.
It's time.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, as always, we hope you throw it straight. That's nothing but 4 baggers from here on out.
Cornhole it.
Later.